Hey there, English learners. Quick question. Has this ever happened to you? Someone asks, "What did you do today?" And your brain just goes, coffee?
Yup, we've all been there. But don't worry, today we're here to help. You're listening to English Made Easy, the show where English is real, simple, and actually fun.
I'm Emily.
And I'm David, and today we're talking about something everyone can relate to.
Your day. From hitting snooze in the morning to running for the bus, checking emails, eating cake at work, yes, cake, and singing at karaoke night. This episode has everything.
And we'll teach you all the words and phrases you need to talk about your day in English clearly and confidently.
So don't go anywhere, because this isn't just another boring English lesson.
No way. We've got drama, we've got laughs, we've even got a boss who dances.
You're going to love it. So grab your headphones, maybe a coffee, and let's start the day together. Okay, let's start the day. It's morning. David, how does your day begin?
With pain. My alarm goes off at 7 a.m. and I hit snooze. Every single time.
Classic. I wake up at 6:30 and actually get out of bed. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and make a strong coffee. I need that coffee.
Same. And breakfast? Sometimes just toast, sometimes I forget. But today, I was in a rush. Know why?
Oh, no.
Oh, no! I missed the bus again. So I had to run like I was in the Olympics.
That's real life, people. Let's break it down. Here are some useful phrases for your morning routine. Okay, let's take a moment to learn some useful expressions you can use to talk about your day, especially at work, during your commute, or while relaxing.
These are B1 and B2 level phrases, real English that people actually use. But don't worry, we'll also show you easier versions so you can choose what works for you.
Vocabulary list.
Meet a deadline. I have to meet a deadline by Friday.
Run late. Sorry, I'm running late. The train was delayed.
Zone out. I completely zoned out in the meeting today.
Build relationships. Lunch is a great time to build relationships at work.
Take a break from work. I take a short break when I feel tired.
Stay focused. Taking a walk helps me stay focused.
Conversation examples.
Let's see these expressions in action. We'll give you 3 versions of the same conversation: easy, medium, and more advanced. Listen and choose the one that matches your level.
A2 level example. Simple and clear. Hey, Emily, what did you do today?
I went to work. I had lunch with my friend. Then I went home.
Sounds nice. Did you watch TV?
Yes, I watched a movie and went to bed.
B1 level example. Everyday expressions, slightly more detail. How was your day?
Busy. I had to meet a deadline, so I worked all morning.
Wow, did you take a break?
Yes, at lunch, I ate out with coworkers and we joked around a bit.
That sounds like a good way to relax.
B2 level example. Natural and expressive.
Hey, how was your day?
Pretty intense. I had a presentation this morning and almost missed the deadline.
Oof, that's stressful.
Yeah, but I took a short break to clear my head. It helped me stay focused and get everything done.
Smart move. You've got work-life balance figured out.
Remember, you don't have to be perfect. Just keep practicing every day and your English will grow. Now that you've got some useful phrases under your belt, let's jump back into the story.
And spoiler alert, David's morning didn't exactly go smoothly.
Aw, poor Pancake David. But hey, we all have mornings like that.
And that's why it's great to practice talking about them in English.
Right now, think about your morning. What time do you wake up? Do you eat breakfast? Miss the bus? Tell us in the comments later.
Next up, your commute. What do you see on the train? Who do you sit next to? You won't believe what I saw this morning.
Ooh, don't go anywhere. This one's wild. All right, morning chaos is over. Now it's time for the commute.
Yup. I head to the train station, and like always, I'm surrounded by yawning people, half asleep and clutching coffee.
It sounds about right. I usually catch the bus and scroll through my playlist. Music makes everything better.
But today was not normal. Today, I saw something unexpected. I saw a dog on the train wearing sunglasses.
No way! A fashion icon on 4 legs?
Exactly. He looked like he was commuting to a movie premiere. I had to snap a photo.
That dog probably has more followers than us. So, listeners, what's your commute like? Do you relax, rush, or observe people like David the commuter detective?
Totally. I'm basically Sherlock, just with headphones and a croissant.
Challenge time. On your next trip, by bus, train, or even walking, try to describe what you see using new English phrases.
And if you see a dog in sunglasses, snap that photo and send it to us.
Okay, we've arrived at the office, but it's not just emails and meetings. We've got birthday surprises and a dancing boss.
Oh yes, stay tuned. You won't want to miss this next part.
All right, we're at the office now. Time to focus and get things done.
I usually start work by checking emails and reviewing my schedule for the day.
Same here. And today, I had to prepare a presentation for an important meeting with a customer.
Wow, that sounds serious. I had a deadline today, so I spent most of the morning writing reports and answering emails.
Deadlines can be stressful, but don't forget to take breaks.
True. At 11, we had a team meeting to discuss the new project. We shared ideas and planned the next steps.
Plus, today was special because we celebrated a coworker's birthday. There was cake and even some music.
And the boss surprised us all by dancing. I never thought I'd see that at work.
You have to send us that video.
So, when you talk about your work, try to use these phrases.
And remember, it's okay to keep it simple, but try to include new words little by little.
Exactly. Even talking about your daily work in English is great practice.
Okay, now it's almost lunchtime. Let's see what happens when we take a break and chat with coworkers.
Food, fun, and maybe some office jokes. Stay tuned. We just talked about a busy day at work. Meetings, reports, even birthday cake.
Now let's break down some real English phrases you can use to talk about your job.
These are phrases that sound natural and that people use in real office conversations.
And don't worry, we'll give you easier and more advanced versions so you can learn at your own pace. Vocabulary list.
Prepare a presentation. I prepared a presentation for the client meeting. That sounds more natural than I made some slides.
Have a meeting with customers. We had a meeting with customers this morning. Great for both online or face-to-face meetings.
Meet a deadline. I had to meet a deadline by 3 p.m.
A common phrase in any job.
Write reports. I spent the morning writing reports and emails.
Useful in most office jobs.
Discuss ideas. We discussed ideas in the team meeting.
If you want to sound more fluent, use this instead of talked about.
Plan next steps. We planned our next steps for the project.
A good one if you want to level up your vocabulary.
Solve problems. We worked together to solve a problem.
Very useful when talking about teamwork.
Give feedback. The manager gave feedback on my presentation.
Helps you sound more confident when describing evaluations.
Now let's see these words in action with 3 short conversations. We'll start simple, then go more natural and expressive. You can pick the one that fits your level or try them all.
A2 level conversation. Simple and clear.
Hi, Emily. What did you do at work today?
I had a meeting. I wrote emails and talked to my coworker.
Sounds busy. Did you take a break?
Yes, I had lunch and ate cake. It was my coworker's birthday.
B1 level conversation. Everyday and natural.
How was work today?
Pretty busy. I had to meet a deadline, so I spent the morning writing reports.
Yikes. Did you at least take a break?
Yeah, we had a short team meeting, and then we celebrated someone's birthday. There was cake and music.
Nice. That sounds like a good way to relax.
B2 level conversation. More expressive and professional.
How did your day go?
It was intense. I had to prepare a presentation for a customer and finish everything before the deadline.
Wow, that's a lot. Did it go well?
Yes, I got helpful feedback from the manager, and we planned our next steps in the team meeting. Also, surprise, our boss danced at the birthday party.
That's amazing. You definitely earned a break.
Try practicing the version that fits your level, or push yourself with the next one.
And remember, progress is all about small steps. Even talking about your workday in English is great practice.
Okay, now it's almost lunchtime. Ready for food, fun, and a few office jokes?
Always. Let's go to lunch. Lunchtime. Finally, a break from the busy morning.
Yeah, I went out with some coworkers today. We chose a cafe nearby with salads and sandwiches.
I love eating out during lunch. It's a chance to relax and talk about things other than work.
Exactly. We talked about travel plans, music, and even the upcoming company trivia night.
Sounds fun. And sometimes lunch is the perfect time to build good relationships with your coworkers.
Definitely. I also like to make jokes to lighten the mood. Humor is important at work, don't you think?
For sure. Let's learn some useful lunchtime vocabulary and phrases.
So, lunch isn't just about eating. It's about talking, relaxing, and connecting with people.
Why not practice talking about your lunch next time?
And try to include a new word or two, like share opinions or build relationships.
Great advice. Okay, after lunch, it's back to work. But wait, what happens when technology fails?
Ah, the afternoon surprise. Don't miss it.
Vocabulary list. Have lunch, eat out. I had lunch with coworkers at a nearby cafe. More natural than just saying I ate. Talk about plans. We talked about our travel plans during lunch. Great for social small talk. Build relationships. Lunch is a great time to build relationships with your team. Helps you sound more professional and connected. Make jokes, laugh. I made a few jokes and we all laughed. Easy way to show friendliness and warmth. Share opinions. We shared opinions about the new project during lunch. Makes conversation sound more thoughtful. Take a break from work. Lunch is the perfect time to take a break from work. Sounds better than just stop working. Enjoy the atmosphere. I enjoyed the relaxed atmosphere at the cafe. A nice phrase for describing a good lunch spot. Plan events. We even started planning the trivia night. Sounds proactive and social. Let's hear how these words sound in a real conversation. We'll give you 3 short versions, starting simple and getting a little more expressive. See which one feels right for you. Conversation 1. Simple and friendly.
Hey, where did you eat lunch today?
At a cafe, I ate with my team.
Sounds good. Did you talk about work?
No, we talked about music and travel. It was fun. More natural, everyday phrases.
How was lunch?
Great! I ate out with some coworkers and we shared a few jokes.
Nice. Did you talk about anything interesting?
Yeah, we talked about weekend plans and started planning the company trivia night.
Confident and expressive.
How was your break? Really refreshing. I had lunch at a cozy cafe with a few teammates. The atmosphere was great.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah, we joked around, shared opinions about the new project, and even started organizing the trivia night.
Love that. Lunch is such a good time to build connections at work.
So, lunch isn't just about eating. It's a chance to relax, connect, and maybe even learn something new.
Exactly. And the more you talk about these little everyday moments, the more natural your English will sound.
Try describing your next lunch break in English, even just 1 or 2 sentences.
Say who you were with, where you went, or what you talked about. And maybe try out a new word like shared opinions or enjoy the atmosphere.
All right, lunch is over, the plates are cleared, and now it's back to work.
But what if your computer crashes? Don't worry, we've got a story for that.
Yep, the afternoon surprise is coming up next. Afternoon routine. The afternoon can be busy and sometimes a little stressful.
Yeah, today I had a problem with my computer. It suddenly crashed and I lost some work.
Oh no, that's frustrating. What did you do?
I had to restart the computer and redo part of my report. Then I made a cup of tea and took a short break to calm down.
Good idea. Taking a break helps you stay focused. Sometimes technology can be our best friend or worst enemy.
Exactly. But I'm happy I fixed the problem and finished my tasks on time.
When something goes wrong, don't panic. Try to stay calm and find a solution.
And if you want, you can say things like, I faced a problem at work today, or I had to fix my computer.
When something goes wrong, like a computer crash, it's easy to feel stressed, but don't panic. Try to stay calm and find a simple solution.
And talking about problems in English is great practice. You can start with basic phrases and later try more advanced ones that sound natural and confident.
Here are some useful expressions you can use when things don't go as planned in the afternoon. Vocabulary list. Have a problem. I had a problem with my computer today. Crash. My computer suddenly crashed while I was working. Restart the computer. I restarted the computer and tried again. Redo. I had to redo part of my report. Take a short break. I took a short break to calm down. Good idea. Taking breaks helps you stay focused in the afternoon. Fix the problem. I fixed the issue and finished my tasks. Find a solution. We talked as a team and found a solution. All right, now let's hear these phrases in action. 3 versions of a short conversation. Pick the one that feels right for you, or try them all as a challenge. Conversation examples. Clear and simple. Great for beginners. How was your afternoon?
Not so good. My computer stopped working.
Oh no, what did you do?
I restarted it and did my work again.
More natural, everyday expressions. Rough afternoon?
Kind of. My computer crashed and I lost part of my report.
Yikes, did you manage to finish?
Yeah, I fixed the problem and took a quick break. That helped.
Confident and expressive. You look like you've had a long day.
It was intense. My system crashed and I had to redo most of my work.
That's frustrating. Glad you got through it.
Same here. A short tea break helped me refocus, and I actually finished everything on time.
See, whether you keep it simple or level up your language, the key is to keep using English even when things go wrong.
Exactly. And now, what happens after work? You guessed it. Time to relax, unwind, and maybe sing your heart out.
Remember, problems happen to everyone. What matters is how you handle them.
All right, the afternoon is almost over. Next up, time to relax after work. You won't want to miss that.
Sing your heart out with us in the next part, karaoke time, after work. Finally, work is over. It's 6 p.m. and time to relax.
Today, I met some friends for karaoke. I'm not the best singer, but it was so much fun.
Don't worry, David. It's all about enjoying yourself, not being perfect.
True. Singing in English is actually a great way to practice the language.
After karaoke, I usually eat dinner and spend time with my family or watch a TV show.
That sounds nice. It's important to find balance, work and relaxation. Talking about your after-work activities can be fun. Try saying, I met friends after work, or I like to relax and unwind.
And if you want to practice English, singing karaoke is a fun idea. Even if you're not perfect, it helps you speak and listen better.
Great idea. Okay, next up is the night routine. How to finish the day well and keep improving your English.
Okay, let's take a moment to learn some useful expressions you can use to talk about your evening, after work, during dinner, or just relaxing at home.
These phrases are perfect for talking about your after-work routine. They're B1 and B2 level and super useful in daily conversations.
Don't worry, we'll also show you simpler versions too. So no matter your level, you'll find something that works for you. Vocabulary. Unwind. After a long day, I like to unwind by watching TV. Spend time with. I usually spend time with my family after dinner. Balance work and relaxation. It's important to balance work and relaxation. Enjoy yourself. You don't need to be good at karaoke. Just enjoy yourself. Practice English in a fun way. Singing is a fun way to practice English. Not be perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. You don't have to be perfect. Conversation examples. Now, let's see these expressions in action. We'll show you 3 versions of a conversation about relaxing after work. Just choose the one that matches your level or challenge yourself with a higher one.
Simple and clear? Hey, what do you do after work?
I go home. I eat dinner and watch TV.
Nice. I sing songs sometimes.
That's fun.
Everyday expressions, a little more detail. How do you relax after work?
I usually eat dinner, then I spend time with my family or watch a show.
Sounds nice. I met some friends for karaoke.
Cool. Karaoke is a fun way to practice English.
Yeah, I just enjoy myself, even if I'm not perfect.
Natural and expressive.
How do you usually wind down after a long day?
After dinner, I like to wind down with a show or just spend time chatting with my family.
That's a good balance. I went to karaoke with friends. It's such a fun way to practice English.
Totally. You don't need to be a great singer as long as you enjoy yourself.
Exactly. It's about relaxing and improving bit by bit.
Try practicing the version that fits your level or level up with the next one. And remember, it's not about being perfect. Just keep practicing and you'll see real progress.
Night routine plus learning tip.
Now it's time to wind down after a busy day.
I usually brush my teeth, read a little, and get ready for bed around 11 p.m.
That sounds like a good routine. I also like to write a few sentences in English about my day.
That's a great idea. Writing helps you remember new words and improve your skills.
Even if it's just 3 sentences, it makes a big difference over time.
So, if you want better English, try to talk or write about your day every evening.
Yes, use the words you learned today and don't worry about mistakes.
Remember, practice makes progress.
Ready for the final challenge? Let's recap and see how much you remember.
Recap and challenge. All right, English explorers, it's time for a quick recap.
Let's go through the main parts of your day and the key phrases we learned.
In the morning, we talked about waking up, hitting snooze, brushing your teeth, and, of course, coffee.
Then we rushed out the door, caught the train, and maybe even spotted a dog in sunglasses on the commute.
At work, we had meetings, met deadlines, wrote reports, and even partied with a dancing boss.
Lunch gave us time to relax, laugh, and connect with coworkers. And in the afternoon, well, technology didn't always cooperate.
After work, it was time to unwind with karaoke, dinner, and friends. Then came the night routine, brushing teeth, journaling, and relaxing before bed.
You learned vocabulary for every part of your day, from morning to night.
Now it's your turn. Here's your challenge.
Pick 3 things you did today and describe them in English using the phrases from this episode.
You can write them in a journal, share them with a friend, or post them in the comments.
Even 1 sentence a day helps you build confidence and improve your English.
Just remember, progress, not perfection.
You're doing great, and we're proud of you.
Thanks for spending your day with us on English Made Easy.
Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with a friend who's learning English too.
And come back next time. We'll help you talk about weekend plans, holidays, and even embarrassing moments.
Ooh, that one's going to be fun. Until then, keep practicing.
See you next time and keep making English easy.